how to stop. But how to stop, doing all the stupid things that we all do. Which is not possible. We always do stupid things. But how to be more precise, how to do less, but still, yeah, how to do less, but make more. Or, how to do less, but arrive more. So for me, it's like all about not working, not trying very hard. Not working doesn't mean like one doesn't think. It's a process which is slow. But it's also slow because you need to look very carefully at like things. And we are in a kind of like no man's time now. Like everything is sped up, everything is fed. You're given everything, all the informations are in your hand. And I'm kind of like always swimming against the speed, right? And in that sense, against time. So I think like the best situation for me is always to have more time. I would like to float, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel the water going by. We live in a great expanse of differences. So everybody sees things differently. You can be born, together, and you'll still see things differently. You have different experience, you have different smell, you have different taste. I'm always trying to find a space where all the differences can exist together, understanding and seeing the differences and accepting those differences. That's what I think about all the time, right? Which is to say, how can you make people do, be, feel, think differently, but still coexist? That they can sit next to each other and have very different feelings and different, ideological structures and construction, but still understand that they have to sit next to each other. I was at the university and I was going into journalism in art history classes. In that time, when you do your art history basic, the professor flashes a slide and then they tell you the different kinds of, well, they call it isms or, inventions. One week it was a slide of Casimir Malevich, White on White, which is a white painting on a white painting. The context around it, the idea around it, the revolutionary idea, the kind of ideological structure behind it really jolted me. And then the following week then was like a Duchamp urinal, which is a kind of another white object, But it's kind of like ideas. What happened was like that, it's not an image, it's actually an idea. To think about it more as an idea rather than as an object made me realize that that was something I wanted to think about and do. I've tried to approach that now, or to find it, yeah. I feel like that I've never finished anything. And it's more like I try not to ever finish. And so when I look at the old work, they're always telling me what I forgot or what I didn't remember, or the mistakes I made or the possibilities I didn't think about. In that way, it's always alive, but it's never finished. I mean, my perspective on life is never to stop. For me, the art is the life, so never finish.